Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. I'm Orion. We're back with some more Tower Babel Survivors of Chaos, and they just put out a pretty big update, probably their biggest one yet for this game. They added 3 new floors to the actual challenge levels, or the actual, I guess, main story of this game, if that's what you want to call it. They added floors 13, 14, and 15. They added a brand new boss, the Frozen Judicator. So the new theme here is kind of frozen. They added 12 brand new different loot tiers. So higher loot tiers unlock equipment with new looks. So they added, totally new looking gear, 12 new pieces of gear. They added 65 new legendary affixes. That's a ton. That's a lot of new legendary categories to get here. So like all these stats at the bottoms, like the 25% fire critical hit chance, they added 65 new ones to the game. That's probably the most exciting part of this update. Forget about all the new floors. The fact that they added 65 new legendary items to this game, super exciting. I'm really curious and excited to see what those are. I honestly haven't even seen half of what they put into the game normally, so it'll be interesting. I'm excited to see that though, because that's a lot of new stuff. And then they added for the chaos dungeons, they added more difficulty levels, 11 through 20, and then they did a lot of balancing adjustments. So honestly, pretty big update. New boss, new floors, bunch of new legendary stuff, some new loot, and then more difficulties for the chaos dungeon. Great update. This is pretty sweet. I'm still kind of curious what some of this other stuff is going to be, because we still have some things that are unavailable. But for now, let's jump into the game. We're not gonna really focus too much on a build for this video. I'm just gonna run. I have a lightning build set up, but I just kind of want to see the new content, and I want to see the new floors. So we'll probably do, we'll do 13, 14. It does say they only added 13, 14, 15. But then there is a 16th floor here. So I'm not sure if that was a typo or what, but I'm not sure if this last floor up here will actually unlock. But let's run this one. So you can see we're going to get items required 17 through 23. This one's 15 through 20. So it is going to be harder difficulty. We get less elemental resistances. We're going to do this on normal though. We're not going to do like a super hard difficulty. I mainly want to get to the boss and see, because it doesn't seem to change. Yeah, it just changes the resistance, and then it's going to change our gold. But let's just kind of get through the content here. So let's start this off. I want to see the new enemies. I don't know if we're going to see the new boss in this video or the next one, but we'll get there eventually. Wait, when these guys die, are they shooting out? Oh, these guys shoot out ice spikes when they die. Oh, that's ridiculous. That's going to be tough for melee characters. Honestly, that's going to be really tough for melee characters. It'll probably be tough for everyone, but tougher for melee, because they have to get a lot closer. Since we have our firebolt, we can... I wonder how much... I'm going to let one hit me and see how much it hurts. If I can. I guess at least it's like in a random direction. 100 damage. Dang. That's a lot for on death. Okay. I see you, game. You're going to make this tough, huh? Okay, let's go... We'll go basic attack. So this is going to be a 12-minute run, so not super long here. Let's go attack power. Let's actually bless attack power. It looks like we have... Do I have more banishes than normal? Man, oh my god, these guys are going to be a nuisance. What? These guys are going to be a pain in the ass. Ooh. I don't know. The fact that it's like a random direction every time too makes it seem like it's going to be really luck based. Oh, that's ridiculous. Okay, we're going to start off with Blood Whirlwind. Blood Whirlwind got a really big buff. Blood Whirlwind now does almost, I don't want to say double the damage, but it got a pretty big damage increase, and it got a way better lifesteal increase. Okay, let's go with Ball Lightning. Look at this. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. I forgot I had a special attack, I'll be honest. It's been a while since I played this game. This is okay. This is something. This is a huge damage. This is a huge difficulty increase just from these spikes. Because if you're too close to these guys and you get hit by like 2 spikes at once. Ooh, I don't know about this. See, like right there, I would have got hit by 2 spikes. It feels like there's a good chance you can get bursted down really easily in these new enemies. Luckily, it looks like it's only going to be those guys and it's not going to be everything. But that's pretty challenging. Okay, let's go with more ball lightning, I guess. I definitely want to get lightning strike. Lightning strikes. Oh, see, I can't do that. You can't do that anymore. You gotta really watch out for these guys. You're probably definitely gonna want some decent, we could do that attack area. You're probably definitely gonna want some decent lifesteal or at least armor this time around. We'll do Pierce. So the biggest spell that I'm looking for here is Lightning Strike. That's arguably the best lightning spell, if not one of the best spells in the game. That's a big Blood Whirlwind upgrade. That's a really good attack power upgrade though too. Ooh. I'm gonna do the Whirlwind. Okay, where's all my other lightning skills at? The only one thing we've been seeing is Ball Lightning. Blizzard, Ice Orb. Okay, let's re-roll. You know, okay. I'm not gonna re-roll it if there's a skill I have on there, but... Alright, let's do the XP gain here, I think. Special attack, attack speed. Let's do XP gain. I'm glad those other enemies are gone, though. This feels like it's gonna be tough. I almost think they did a slight gear reset too, because I swear some of my gear isn't there, or maybe some of the stats changed on it. Because I thought I had a lot more items that were leveled up a good amount, but I'm not 100% sure if they did. But there was a particular item I was looking for and I couldn't find it. Okay, so we got the death timer. Oh my gosh. This is really challenging so far. I don't think we're gonna kill this guy in time. I guess it doesn't help that I haven't gotten any good lightning skills yet. Maybe we will kill this guy, maybe. Oh yeah, we got him. Okay, good. Yeah, where's all the gear at? Where's all the spells? I might just have to start taking other spells. We'll wait one more time, because I only have 2 spells right now, and they're really not that great. Oh, my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll do attack power. Okay, so these enemies are all reused. These ones aren't new ones. So only the ice one is new for right now. No, those Minotaur type guys, or the goat enemies, I think those were new too. You know, we're just gonna start taking stuff. I have to get some spells in here. It's not like this is a very long run. And I need to get some more spells. We're 5 minutes into this and we only have 2, well now we have 4 spells, but you know what I mean. Oh great, more of these guys. Ooh, these guys are gonna be something. I feel for the melee characters in this game right now. You're definitely gonna need some lifesteal, I think. I mean, lifesteal is already pretty important, but luckily, like, the range isn't that far on these, but if you kill a couple in a row, you're in trouble. There it is, finally. At least it's a good one, too. We're gonna bless this. See, oh my... This is stupid. I got it. This is stupid. What is this enemy? Okay, I can't get near these guys at all. Alright, let's go Ice Spike. These guys are kind of new. These guys are newish. They kind of look like some of the other enemies, but I think they're new. I'm gonna take that Resurrection. I'm taking it. I don't care. That's my safety net. Because I can see myself easily getting bursted down here. This is going to be very hard on high curse levels too. You know, if you try to run high curse levels with the amount of these guys, you're going to need some really good range spells. Okay, we'll go Ball Lightning. We haven't seen any legendaries yet, but legendaries are going to be a little bit rare because we are playing on the easier difficulty. So we don't get the big magic drop bonus. See these guys? I think these guys are new. These guys kind of just charge and then stop and then just start heading towards you. It's like they charge towards you, but they don't follow you. I wonder how much of these new guys are going to be in the Chaos Dungeons. The Chaos Dungeons, I think, are a little bit more random, but if they show up in big bunches, restart. I guess we're a Blood Whirlwind build. I haven't seen a magnet yet either, although I guess we haven't really killed a lot of elites. This is only maybe like the second elite we've seen. Not really used to going back to just normal story mode, you know? Okay, we'll go special attack. I think maybe they should move a little bit slower. I'm not gonna make like full judgment on this new death spike yet, but it seems that shooting out 3 is too many, just kind of on early early analysis here. It seems that shooting out 3 is probably about 2 too many. They should maybe just shoot out 1, or they should at least always shoot out in the same direction, so that way you're really, the chances of you getting hit by multiple is a lot lower if they always shoot out in a, like, you know, triangular direction instead of what appears to be maybe random directions. But again, too soon, just early impressions of what I'm seeing. Because those guys are going to be pain in the ass. You know, I won't be able to run in and do this. You know, I can't walk in and just melt down a ton of them like that. You're going to have to play the range game a lot more. The other enemies are fine though, you know, they don't seem to do anything different really. I wonder if some of the, it's probably not, but I wonder if some of the new gear is going to be better, even if it's yellow. I wonder if it's going to have slightly better stats. I do think they kind of maybe need to work on a stat rework on this game too, because a lot of your attack power just really comes from your staff or your main weapon, and everything else is really just kind of about the legendaries. I wish they need to do something a little bit better with the stats, I think, to make them more desirable. Because honestly, when I look at my gear, I barely care about the stats. You know, sometimes they'll have like you know, they'll have vitality or intelligence, which is cool, which sometimes I'll prioritize, or high armor here and there, but everything else isn't really that I don't really care too much about. I'm glad I took those revives, because I don't know if I'm gonna need them here. I might. This build did not go very well, I'll be honest. I didn't really get any, I didn't get a lot of what I wanted. But we won. We cleared 13. So that's at least one floor done. Let's get some stuff. Okay, so let's okay this. So damage wise, yeah, if lightning still did okay, we actually got lightning up to level 11, and that did the most damage. Second most was lightning ball, and then bloodstorm. So no legendaries this time. Interesting. I thought we might have at least gotten some. Okay, let's go talk to Vivi over here. Okay, then let's kind of see if these don't look to be any more desirable. These aren't any higher level. It's hard to tell, like the blessing levels. It's hard to tell what's a higher level item when they just say blessing levels. All right, let's go sell those. I don't think there's anything there that we really care about. Okay, sell all. No legendaries though, that's interesting. Okay, let's do, I'm gonna do some upgrades here. So let's upgrade this one. Okay, so that gives me some resistance. Let's upgrade our chest. Like just for extra armor and stuff too. Yeah, so that gives me movement speed. And then let's do boots. We're only gonna get one upgrade there, but that's something. Okay, let's try the next floor. So we'll do 14. So this is gonna be, oh, this is gonna be a much longer run. This is 17 minutes. Okay, we're gonna keep this on normal. So yeah, we'll keep this on normal again for now. And then we'll eventually boost up the difficulty as we get some of the better gear. Hopefully those other enemies don't show up too much. Go. Basic attack. Definitely. I'm 100% taking these resurrections. The critical hit damage. So this is going to be a longer run. This is going to be 17 minutes. So yeah, we'll just do these ones for now. And then we'll take Ice Orb. I like Ice Orb, even if it's not a lightning spell. At least I still like that one. But I guess we'll see the boss tomorrow. Or maybe tomorrow, or the next day, you know. It'll be soon. It'll be very soon. Let's do basic. But yeah, this is gonna be our long form video for the day. I don't have time to do more than this, unfortunately. Alright, we'll just take the magic fine. Let's see if I really want to see some legend. I'm surprised we didn't see any, even without having any extra magic find chance. There we go. Okay, let's bless you. Oh, this guy's new too, I think. They, you know, they look new, but I don't know if they're they look very similar, these little porcupine guys. You know, they look different. Are they just kind of reskinned? I can't quite tell. Or I guess I should say I can't quite remember, because it's been a few weeks since we played this game. A lot of the enemies mostly don't have any sort of special behavior either, so it's, you know, it's kind of hard to tell like who's a new unique enemy and who's considered a new enemy and who's considered not. Those one guys are definitely new. The ones that die and have the little ice explosion, those are 100% new, and that's a new unique mechanic to the enemies. But everybody else mostly just walks at us. A few people here and there will shoot their magic wands. See, oh, these were maybe the guys I was thinking of. These guys right here. So these guys they're kind of the same guy. They just have spikes on them now, so they're like the evolved form. Wait, do they shoot spikes at me? What keeps hitting me? Oh, they do. Is that them that's doing that? Yeah, okay, so they do. Okay, so they're shooting spikes at me. I didn't even really notice that until I started taking some damage. Oh, I should have. I always get too hasty. I should have blessed that. They still need to add quests into this game too. That's, if you ask me, I think that should be their next biggest priority. You know, something, not necessarily quests, but shrines. They really need to put something on the map. That's, in my opinion, that's probably the next biggest thing they should do. Put shrines in this game that give you some sort of bonuses and buffs. Because this is still a circle simulator. As fun as it is walking around and picking up the XP, I would still prefer to walk around and actually have something to try to do. You know, even if it's... quests would be cool in this game, because since this game has loot, okay, go, you know, simple stuff. Go defend this area for 30 seconds. Guaranteed legendary. Boom. Easy. Kill 100 enemies within 30 seconds. Boom. A guaranteed legendary. Go find 3 treasure chests. Each one has a legendary. Simple. Like, you can do all that kind of stuff. And then you can give people gear for doing the quests. So I think that should be a very high priority. Because again, at this point, I would say with 20 chaos dungeons, 3 characters, all the different spells, and all the new legendaries they added, I think that's enough in terms of content, you know, like actual playable content stuff. Now this is where, again, we talked about this all the time, and this is just all my personal preferences, but I really think they should work on refining things now. Work on making your game better. It feels like a good amount of content. I'm okay with the amount of content now. You know, you have 20 chaos dungeons to grind. That's a lot. They basically added 10 new chaos dungeon floors. That's an insane amount of difficulty, new difficulty added into the game. And then on top of some extra little story levels, cool. And then 65 new legendaries. That's, jeez. I really want, oh, I have to go with the critical hit damage, I think. But yeah, I'm always in the preference of, let's just start refining the game now. Next update, refine the game. You know, add some new ways to customize your gear. You know, re-roll your stats. Maybe even do, I don't know if they will ever do a full like item rework. But you know, like I'm just gonna look over some of this. Like some of this is just, you know, like the lightning resistance, poison resistance. Like look at this gear. Like this isn't exciting. There's nothing exciting on this gear. All the percentages are way too low to matter. And it's just like some of them are okay, but for the majority of the part, I'm just not excited about any of the gear. And I think, you know, I think they maybe need to redo how some of this works. Like maybe focus more on just putting stats on your gear. Stuff like that, you know, get actual just more intelligence, more strength, and then maybe have a few bonuses at the bottom that give you those resistances. You know, every piece of gear could have intelligence, dexterity, vitality, whatever. And then based on the rarity of the gear, it has those 1 or 2 extra bonuses at the bottom that gives you lightning resistance, lightning damage, stuff like that. Okay, these guys are new. So these guys are big eggs and then they break into smaller spiders. Okay. Yeah, that's a new unique enemy here. But that's the kind of stuff I want to see again. I want to see them refine the game. I don't necessarily need to see new characters yet. I would like to see... I don't know if this is ever going to happen, but I would like to see the characters become a little bit more unique. Have them each have their own individual spells that only they can use, not just a special attack. Or even add different types of weapons into the game that actually behave differently. You know, a frost staff, a lightning staff, a fire staff. I guess you don't need to get too hardcore into it, but that would be a good start. Those would be the kinds of things that I would personally wish for. And then the biggest one being, let's give me something to do on the map. Because I'm not saying this is one of those games, but there's a lot of games where I'm gonna use a game I play a lot as an example, Spell Brigade. That's one of the games where, you know, that game's cool, but every single update always feels the same. Every update feels like, here's a new wizard, here's a new spell, and then maybe a couple other random things here and there. But you know, that game's been out for about a year now, and there's only 2 bosses in the game. They literally just added a second boss. It's like, okay, let's not add new wizards. Let's not add new spells for a little while. Let's add more things to do in this game. Let's add more bosses, mini bosses, different quests, new relics, things like that. You know, that's once you get to a certain amount of content level, it's like I'm fine. I'm fine. You don't need to keep adding more content for now. Your game is early access. Let's work on refining our game and making it better now. And I hope the devs kind of go that way. But I like the new, you know, like adding 65 new legendary affixes that's really good. That's really impressive. I'm really excited about that, and I'm really excited to see what they can do. So that's the big thing. That's the biggest thing I'm excited about. I I like the new boss, I like the new levels, but I'm really excited that they added just bam, here's 75 or 65 new legendaries that you can play around with and try to build around, and hopefully some of them are cool and unique, you know. I would like to see, that's what I'm really excited to see. I really want to start seeing what some of those are. But what's going to be funny is I'm going to find some and they're going to be, I'm going to think they're new, but they're not. And there's just going to be ones that I just happen to have never seen before. Because there's a lot. There's a lot I haven't seen yet. I haven't gotten any of the good Earth Spike ones. I really wanted to do an Earth Spike build, but I never saw the legendary Earth Spike items I wanted. It took me forever to get the Reaper one, where he's out all the time. Took me forever. Oh, these are new enemies too. You know, let's go a little safer route here. Okay, cool. These are new enemies. You know, they're not really any different than the, you know, just the regular mages that shoot things at you, but you know, they're designed differently at least. I'm taking another resurrection. At least we haven't seen any of the exploder guys this time. The exploder ones, those were the biggest challenge in this new update. I like the look of these new enemies. What do we have, 6 minutes left? Okay, let's go lightning strike. There's something still that's just so satisfying about this game. I love walking around and I like doing my special attack and then just killing a bunch of enemies. It's satisfying. That's what this game nails. Even if it's usually games that are just circle simulators like this, I usually give up on really quick. Because that's almost always the first thing I look for in these types of games is there something to do while I'm playing? And this game doesn't really have that, but for some reason it doesn't really affect my enjoyment of it. But I will say, if they did have it, I would enjoy this game more. So that's not me saying they don't need it, but I think this game still does so many things right that it kind of makes up for some of its deficiencies. We only saw one legendary this whole time too. I did take some magic find this run, but only a couple. I wonder if they lowered the drop rates. I think they did say too that they upped the guaranteed rate on bosses. I'm not 100% sure, but I think maybe I read that. I kind of just went to all the exciting tidbits, like 65 new legendaries. New boss. New floors. New enemies. But there was a lot of balance updates too. And I think every single one of them was a buff too. I don't think they nerfed anything in this update. I think everything was a buff from what I saw. Or what I remember seeing. Legendaries again. We literally have only seen one legendary this whole time. Oh my goodness. This is a lot. Okay, we're gonna run out of this so I don't have to get stuck. Ooh. Oh shit. It's so easy to get drained down in here if you get stuck in a bad spot. This is why I made sure to take 2 revives. I just gotta keep moving because I can't get stuck in that. I can't get stuck in that storm of bullets. Oh, what was that? Ooh, that's a good lightning strike upgrade. Ooh, my goodness. Can I even get out of this? This is normal difficulty too. I definitely think we're gonna have to try to get some better gear here if we're gonna want to do this on the harder difficulties. I don't need another resurrection, but these upgrades really aren't. Like, the resurrection's the best upgrade there because it gives me a whole other life. With only a minute left, we'll secure our victory. There we go, level 18 lightning strike, awesome. I can't believe there's only 1 legendary though this whole game. I think we can probably go through and maybe do a slightly harder difficulty. You know, I could refine my build a little bit better. I could do, you know, one of my stronger builds, and we can come in and we could do harder difficulty on this for sure. I just kind of threw something together real quick to put some lightning on. Oh, we're not going to make it up there. Oh, man. Just, I guess, get what I can get. Alright, so lightning, again, 36 million damage compared to everything else. 1 legendary. A lot of items, only 1 legendary. Okay, well, let's see what that legendary is. Yeah, I don't think that's a new one. 50% attack speed for 4 seconds after a critical hit. That is a pretty high level item, though. Again, I wish we could actually see what the item level is. But that's definitely a keeper. You know, that's a lot of armor. Some decent XP gain. And then 50%. I mean, I keep every legendary anyways, so, you know, we keep those, whatever it is. Because you never know when you'll need something. So let's keep those. In terms of attack power. Oh, we do. Yeah, okay, here's the new stuff. Blessing level 12. Because I was going to say, this looks like pretty high damage power. It's not quite as high as what we have, but that's blessing level 12. So yeah, here's the new stuff. So this is definitely higher blessing levels. Blessing level 10, 10. Silly game. Okay, this is blessing level 10, 10, 10. Okay, so I think they're in, yeah, they're in a by rarity order. So these are all going to be 10s. So yeah, this is what we're going to have to do. I'm going to have to kind of go back and regrind some of this stuff for level 12 gear, for blessing level 12. I wish they would just say that. I wish they would just say what the gear was, you know. Let's go. I'm going to go sell this. Instead of giving it an item level, just say the blessing level. And then let's sell all these. Sell all. And then I want to look at, there was a legendary in here. So let's see. This is, oh, that's a low, oh, that's a bummer. Don't give me low level stuff. Like, all of this is junk. Don't give me junk. Like, give me stuff that is level worthy. At least give me blessing level 10 stuff. Okay, well, there we go. That's gonna be, this is video 1. This game's gonna be in the rotation again for a little bit. We have one, wait, what do I have? I must have a rune. Okay, so that'll put it back in the stash. So we're not gonna do this yet, but we're gonna do 4. Yeah, look at that. That's a 25-minute run. We're not doing that right now. We'll do 4:15 next time. Clear that, and then we'll start ramping up the difficulty a little bit and trying to get some better magic find here, so we can get some higher level gear, and we can start looking at. I really want to start seeing what some of the new legendary stuff is, so we can start doing some different types of builds. But that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.